Street Boys! Tom, Rita, come back! Oh!
So you are my fire, the one desire, believe when I say, help me out. Hallelujah. When we are two worlds apart, I can't reach to your heart. When you say that I want it that way, tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. Your fire, the one desire. Yes, I know it's too late, but I want it that way. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heart. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say, 'cause I want it that way. Now I can see that we're falling apart from the way that it used to be. Yeah, no matter the distance, I want you to know that deep down inside of me, you are my fire, the one desire. You are. You said 1, 2, you sing.
Everything was settled between us. Nothing happened. Then you're mistaken. You were going to have me executed a short while ago. I expect a proper apology. Given the circumstance. What circumstance? I'll use the cake. Hand down death sentences. No, you are not. What's more, you have plenty of reasons to realise it wasn't a good idea.
Sir, I could not have realized that.
You couldn't have realised. Yes, you could.
Thank you,
You wouldn't have been able to play the Lord and stage private executions.
Sir, one
Ladies and gentlemen.
And now, please allow me to show you to your quarters.
I would dream of inconveniencing you. I'll find my quarters by myself.
Follow me, Henry. Welcome to Trusky, the finest and biggest castle you shall ever see. Rumor has it that the castle was built on the jaws of hell, and that we're sometimes plagued by demons here. But don't believe a word of it. It's just idle talk to excuse the servants' laziness and incompetence. It's demanding enough keeping everything here running smoothly without any of that. It requires a man of exceptional qualities and talents. By the way, this place is a maze for strangers. It's very easy to get lost.
I apologize.
Excuse me? Ah, what a nice day.
The jail cells are down there. But I believe you are already fairly well acquainted with that part of the castle, aren't you?
All too well, thanks.
Here it is. You'll find a bed inside, opposite the door, and a chest where we put your belongings. You'll find some new clothing there, a little gift from our gracious lord, to ensure you're not mistaken for a beggar again. Once you're settled in and properly dressed, stop by the stables. They're beyond the gate, down the path. Ask for cup... He was supposed to prepare a horse and tack for you. So, you and I are finished, and I can finally attend to some proper work, so this castle doesn't fall on our heads.
glad to see polite people like...
That's a fine maypole. Başladım.
Bloody hell.
haritada işaretledim. İlk noktayla başlayalım. Ana eğitimi tamamladıktan sonra haritada 1 numaralı bölgeye gidiyoruz. Benim takip ettiğim yolu takip ederseniz bir süre sonra karşınıza baltayı alacağımız bu ev çıkacak. Bu ağacın dallarının arasında bir kuş yuvası var. C tuşuna basarak eğilin ve G tuşuna basıp elinize taş alın. Sol klik ile taşı atarak kuş yuvasını düşürüyoruz. Kuş yuvasını düşürdükten sonra içinden çıkan gümüş yüzüğü alın. Şimdi ise 3 numaralı bölgeye geçiyoruz. Burada
Pray for a quick death.
Dog, I go to where
The other day, a shepherd boy from
What happened?
Greetings.
No, if you're bored.
Truly.
What happened? You look worried.
My husband was
Did you try to ask our gamekeeper?
I, of course.
God bless you.
Did you hear about what happened at the big wheel?
At the mill?
Yeah. Good day, sir.
I'd like to learn.
What are you
I'd like to practice my shooting.
Great. Let's get to it.
Gotcha.
God grant you health.
Me? I could use this. The lads will never believe me. Right now.
What happened? You look worried.
My husband Vostatek left to go hunting and hasn't come back.
To sleep it off.
Found him.
Now, if you'll both excuse me, I've got to sleep it off. Can have it.
I'm looking for my dog.
I'm gonna walk you through. And a bunch of wolves around him. Now my horse just threw me off, but yeah, you gotta go ahead and kill all these wolves. That's up to you how you want to do that. I'm gonna skip ahead after the dead. Once you're done killing the wolves, then you have to wait for him to jump down. He takes 4. Alright. Trail now. So this is like to sleep, but that stinky your attack what out for. One of them likes to go in there. Well, there's 5 sleep. Oh, that's awkward. Or I thought as a time. Hold on. So now when it goes to yours. Wait, there you go. So it's just one of these guys. So
Puck.
I was grazing my sheep up on the slope last time. By the
What can I expect in return for helping you?
I can give you some groschen. We aren't too badly off. But you look off.
On booze. Be that as it
Out of the way! Otherwise, it... Keep it for your trouble. Greetings to you.
Greetings. What brings you here so early in the morning?
A horse, Kabat. I want a horse.
Well, fuck me blind. A while ago you brought me horseshoes and now you get your own horse. I've got Herring here already. He ain't the fastest, but he'll work his little heart out and he'll keep going for an honest stock too. From the Sameen stud farm. Not one of them stolen nags that's seen around these parts. I've heard that wind is blowing from them dodgy gnomes.
So I heard.
Well, let's not forget about your horse. He's there in the stables.
Ah, don't worry. I learned to ride with cumans on my tail, and arrows whistling past my head.
Well, I'll be damned. I never, even an experienced horseman like you needs equipment. As you can tack him up yourself, right?
Sure. Thanks.
See you later, my friend. Nothing to your liking, sir?
Come on then. A ride in the fresh air will do us both a world of good. Well, should we set off for I don't think I could tolerate another day under one roof with that idiot Schumberg.
What happened?
Not only did he treat us like shit without so much as an apology, when I spoke to him just now...
Aye.
All five, which... Look, I know I behaved like an idiot, but...
Ah, happens to the best of us. But you can rely on me. We had a disagreement, that's all. Who doesn't sometimes?
Thank you, Henry. I'm glad to have you as my page. You know, but now I wouldn't want anyone else by my side.
And you have my word as a blacksmith that I'll stand by you.
Then your word must, but I take my promises seriously too. And since I made a promise...
Don't worry about it. I took care of it on behalf of both of us.
You did? My word, Henry. You are a true bellator. Only half.
Thanks, Hans.
How is she getting on, actually? I hope she hasn't had any trouble on account.
No, I think she's fine.
Ah, I'm glad to hear it. It's high time we set out so we can get back before nightfall. Carpe diem.
I'm ready.
Let's mount up then.
There now.
It's nice to be out under the open sky. I was feeling really cramped in those gloomy corridors up there. But I can't deny, this is a real fucking castle. I've never seen anything like it before. Perkstein is... just a little fortress in comparison. Von Berghoff certainly knows how to make an impression.
That's true. Von Berghoff must be loaded.
I expect the office of the Royal Chamberlain is a nice earner. Or maybe he shits gold ingots. Fuck. This place makes me feel queasy. Memento mori. I could have croaked here and gone off to join my old man in eternity. God rest his soul. Then he'd ask me, "So, son, what great deeds have you achieved in life?" And I'd have to tell him, "Well, Pa, I fucked everything up royally, and then they hanged me for poaching." Christ on a stick. I can't have that. When I go to the next life, I need to have something better to tell. A whole lot better.
I reckon it'll be some time yet before you go to the next life and face judgment. Audentes fortuna juvat, remember?
Or I've got a guardian angel by the name of Henry.
It's a shame I lost my flaming sword, though.
Damn it. I need to get my mind on other things and get the feeling I'm living. Let's really spur these horses on, eh? What'd you say?
How could I refuse you anything?
There's a junction beyond Troskowitz with a roadside chapel. Whoever reaches it first wins. So, get ready, forward!
Quick!
Faster! Faster!
Go! Ja! Quick! Go! Go! Come on! Go! Just a bit further. Whoa! Good. Quick.
Henry? Christ, yeah. Oh, I needed that. My head feels a lot clearer now.
I'm glad to hear it.
Thanks for riding with me, old pal.
Think nothing of it. But watch out next time. I won't hold back.
You never give up. That's what I like most about you.
So, what now, Hans?
Like I say, I can see everything clearer now. And the thing that's clearest to me is I won't be trifled with anymore. I'm the Lord of fucking Perkstein. Let everyone know who they have the honor of addressing.
I'm with you on that, noble sir.
Splendid. So, forward to Nabokov. The sooner we get that out of the way, the sooner we can finally start dealing with more important matters. O dentes fortuna juvat! We turn right here.
So, we're here. What now, Sir Hans?
Now, I expect someone will come to greet us. And hopefully not like they did in Trotsky.
Hey, so Yaromir don't receive visitors. You'll have to leave.
I beg your pardon. See to it that he receives me immediately.
Can't be done. Sorry about that.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Lipa, and I am here with a message from Lord von Berghoff. So get to it. And if you keep me waiting here much longer, you'll be sorry.
Please be patient for a while, sir.
My word. You got a sharp tongue sometimes. But what if he won't receive us?
He will. Just wait and see.
Come along. Sir Yaromir will be here any moment.
See?
The Lord Jesus Christ be praised.
Forever and ever.
Please excuse our precautions, gentlemen. These are evil times. Well then, Yaromir of Nabokov at your service. And whom do I have the honor of welcoming to my humble seat?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. I am honored, Sir Yaromir. Sir Otto von Berghoff asked me to convey to you his cordial greetings, and to parley with you in the matter of the security of this domain.
Certainly, certainly. These are troubled times indeed. Please accept my hospitality, sir. You're surely thirsty after your journey, and you'll have greater comfort in the tower.
An excellent idea. If I may ask that our horses may not be neglected either.
Pelzel, you heard his lordship.
But I've already got 15 animals to deal with. Why doesn't Hurtle do it?
Hurtle has other duties. Stop griping and get to it.
15 horses? My word, sir. You must be doing all right for yourself.
Not entirely. But fortune smiled on me for once at least.
On me too, one could say. I suppose she's doing the rounds in these parts. So, tell me, sir, how did you achieve what you have?
Well, it's a long, complicated story. But I'm guessing von Berghoff didn't send you here to find out how well off I am. Or did he?
No, he didn't. I apologize, Sir Yaromir. So, let's proceed to the real reason he sent us. Henry, be prepared. I won't keep Sir Yaromir very long.
Certainly.
Michael, you take Henry here under your wing and make sure he's well taken care of.
Certainly. Henry, eh? Michael's my name, and I welcome you to our little place. It's not the fanciest fortress ever, but you know, I like it here. It serves us well. How was your journey? All good?
Aye. Lovely country. A feast for the eyes.
Well, that's nice to hear, especially from someone from far-off parts. But I must say, my throat is dry. And maybe yours too, eh? Come along with me. We'll soon fix that. I'll make you feel at home and we can have a chat. As I said, the fortress may be small, but the work never stops. Right now, we're repairing the fortifications down there. So don't get under the ladder. How he's looking after your horses. We're rolling some dice, eh? We've got none of guesswork, so don't all be shy. Invite him to play if he finds himself at a loose end. At least he'll show you how your
I'll be with you.
betters play.
Damn right you are, Michael. You can rely on me.
And you, Ertl, have you got shit for brains? You've got a guess, for fuck's sake.
I'm sorry, Michael. I didn't know.
Shut your gob and attend to your duties.
Right, I'm going.
So you've heard then. I hope you won't disappoint Zwerk and pass some time with him.
I'd love to have a game.
Glad to hear it. You're a good lad. I can tell just by looking at you. Zwerk has some polished badges. I'm sure he'd love to take a look at yours. You'll find him over there at the table. He's there pretty much all day. I'll keep telling him. You're off.
I feel a lucky roll coming up. Shall we play?
What game would you like to play?
Nice.
Let's play. Fancy a game of dice?
I'm seriously curious about you, lad. If you think it'll help you. And the badge is bloody gone.
I heard Lord von Berghoff himself say so. What?
That's for their lordships to know. Not me.
Aye. No one tells us commoners anything. Typical lords. But you must have heard something. You know how it goes. You've got ears, ain't you?
I've got ears, but I don't crouch at keyholes.
All right, I didn't mean to offend you. Tell me one thing, though. Why didn't von Berghoff send one of his own instead of some Lord of Pirkstein and his escort?
Well, I suppose he wanted to show respect to Lord Yaramir. So he didn't send just anyone.
Ah, the way of the nobles. Not something I know much about, but you do, it seems. So your master, Lord Capon of Pirkstein, is somehow significant.
One of the most significant in the Kingdom of Bohemia.
Well, you're lucky you're with him. Look who I'm serving. And you're his, what, page, servant?
His escort. I give advice when he asks for it. But mostly I take care of his security.
Fair enough. I get it. I used to travel with Lord Yaramir, but he barely travels these days, so I don't get out much.
Lord Capon is all...
Well, I envy you a bit. But hey, we've had a nice chat. You've got time to kill, and me too. We can do something dignified. We'll clash arms for the glory.
I accept your offer. I'd fight...
Then you're the right man in the right place.
Let's do it.
You don't have to ask. We've got some blunt old weapons for practice here, so we'll use them. We don't want to hack each other to pieces.
That's sensible.
We'll do it in a little courtyard behind the gate. Tell me what weapon you want.
A mace, or any old bludgeon.
Aye. I'm sure we can find something. Give me a moment. I'll put my... Well then. Ready?
Let's go. Glory to Lord Capon.
I hope nobody gets badly wounded.
Let's see what you're made of, and who von Berg...
For the cross!
Smash him, Michael! Smash him, Michael! You're back off! I've been waiting. Cover!
You fight
I
like an
moved
old
it.
hag!
Bastard!
I'll give Michael a something myself sometime, if it gets Clara's.
A good fight.
Yeah, I'd say. I haven't had such a good...
Lord Capon's honour has been...
That it has. All honour to you, Henry. Here you go. Something to remember Nabokov by on your journeys. If you're feeling a bit sore, go and see Clara. She'll be in that house beneath the smithy beyond the gate, all right? She'll be happy if you show her where it hurts. I might have said this already, but if you've got nothing on your plate, you can have a game of dice's work. Or try Pelzel in the stables. I'm sure he'd love to show you how we hold races to pass the time. And if you want to train some other battle skills, you can practice.
I'm sorry.
Had a loose end, sir?
Dice?
Would you like to play dice?
What game would you like to play?
Now how about novice?
Let's play.
Come on then, show us what you can do, unless you're playing for the first time. My God, what a fuck up again! What rotten luck, I won't get that one back.
I hear you're a keen dice player.
You heard damn right. All that traveling must take the weight off your feet then. I play for high stakes and all.
I have a bit of coin again, and I'd like to throw it around.
What game would you like to play?
Courtiers for me.
Let's play.
Maybe you're not playing for the first time, but you can't beat me. You must have a lucky horseshoe up your ass. Next time I'll be more careful around you.
You're a pleasure to play again.
If you're hungry, I left something outside on the table. It's all yours. No doubt you're used to better fare, but it's all we got. So I hope you won't mind.
Sir, got a moment? I'm going into the woods to collect dead wood, if you know what I mean.
What? What are you on about?
Nothing, sir. Just saying I'm off to collect some kindling. I thought you might give me a hand.
God bless you. Lovely horses you have.
Aye, right beauty.
There must be more of them than men in the fortress. That many horses must have cost...
That's right. Sir Yaramir had a stroke of luck.
What stroke of luck was that?
Look, this is Noble's business.
So there is something dodgy about it, eh?
Bollocks! It's all above board, especially... Why not do something for your own lord's honour instead of insulting my lord's honour? We sometimes have this little race. You've got a horse, so you can show us your...
I spent enough time in the saddle on the way here. What's more, in case you hadn't noticed, we're knights. So if you don't want to be on the wrong end of the ladder, you better come clean about...
Well, pardon me, I didn't want to rub you up the wrong way, sir.
The horses. Where did Lord Nebat get them?
All right. Well, lucky for him, we came across a bunch of them bandits who a couple of our lads didn't make it. God rest their souls. And we took their horses. They had loads of them. Who knows where they got them?
I see. Take good care of those horses.
I will. And you, sir. Maybe I mentioned it before, but if you're at a loose end, the horses, you could help us out. Just a little race around the area, and if you managed to beat our lad, you wouldn't go away.
What does that Pelzel eat? His breath stinks. I don't want to pry, Michael, but Sir Yaramir said he had some luck with horses.
Nothing interesting about it. His lordship's affair...
Well, if there's one thing Lord Capon taught me, it's that noblemen's are...
If you insist. Well, you're in for a disappointment. Sir Yaramir had these... relatives. And they died, God rest. But they couldn't give it to him or something, so they gave him horses instead, to make up the amount owed. See? Complicated.
Hold on. Pelzel told me in the stables that you took them from some bandits you killed.
Pelzel don't know shit. It's like I said.
So he just invented the bandits, or what?
No, there's bandits around, all right. We talked about it, didn't we? We came across them. They did for a couple of hours, but we sorted them out in the end.
Where did you come across the bandits?
Between Lower Samin and Rock Tower Pond.
You gave them what for?
What? See you later. You can't be here. That's it. Go now. Sakura, I need a bandage quick. That's better.
God be... with you. Keep the peace and we'll stay friends.
What's this about?
Hold on.
Bollocks. You've got me mixed up with someone.
No, I'm serious.
Aye? Where was that?
Weren't you at the,
What the fuck? Me? Begging? You bloody bet. Look, you made a mistake, that's all. It's all right. Can... Well...
Leave me be, will you? I've never seen you before in my life.
Excuse me. Praise.
It's nice to meet someone from the trade.
Is that so? Me and my... I'm still...
Henry.
See you later.
What? Good to see you.
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
Had a loose end, sir? Dice will help pass the time. Up for another game?
Should wait for him at the stables.
At the risk of repeating myself, your lord is waiting for you at the stables.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Greetings.
It's a good thing you've come. We're all finished here. Now back to Trotsky. Excellent! My favorite retainer and protector just when I need him. The mission is fulfilled. It was a good meeting. In fact, we had a nice long chat. And he promised to send some men to help Lord von Bergov, of course. So what about you? Did you have fun?
You could put it like that. And I saw some very strange things that make no sense at all. Everything about that fortress is damn fishy.
Really? Like what?
But not so loud.
The horses, you mean?
I'll tell you everything, but not here.
For Christ's sake. This had better be good. Well, it's time we set off.
I agree.
Oh, this place again. Oh, it makes my blood run cold. But it's good we're back safe. What you told me on the way about Nabokov was interesting. And definitely fishy. Good work. We should report it to Lord von Bergov.
Of course. Let's see him at once.
Welcome back, Sir Hans. Henry?
Greetings, sir.
I'm glad you got back safe and sound. Now let's get down to business. Lord Capon, what news do you bring from Sir Jaromir? How many of his men can I count on?
First of all, Sir Jaromir sends his respectful greetings, sir. And he says he will pray for your good health. He was most troubled by the news about the ambush on your company. He promised 2 armored horsemen and 3 infantry bowmen. Nevertheless, while I was negotiating with him, Henry took a look around the fortress and became somewhat suspicious.
Very suspicious, sir.
I'm listening.
There are lots of horses stabled outside Nabokov. Suspiciously many. More almost than at the Samin stud, I'd say.
That's true. I noticed that as well. Sir Jaromir has a regular army of horses there.
And they can't explain where they got the horses from. Everyone had a different story. And when I asked about it, they got all flustered.
Even Nabok himself, actually. He got quite twitchy when I asked about it.
Well, well. Strange indeed. It seems that something fishy really is going on. It is good that you are so observant, gentlemen. Is that all?
That's all, sir.
Good work, youngster. But we haven't been idle either. We caught one of those bastards who ambushed us.
What? How?
A stroke of luck, more than anything. He's under lock and key down in the dungeons.
And? Did you get anything out of him, sir?
It turns out he's a tough nut to crack. My men haven't yet got a word out of him.
What about torture, sir?
That is just it. The men are superstitious. They say unclean work fits only for an executioner, and it seems we don't have one here. So they just beat him a little. But the bastard certainly knows how to hold his tongue.
Damn!
I thought you might also be interested in what he knows. He's most likely from the same band that attacked you. I don't know what you think about such superstition, but if you want to try and make him tell you where his gang hides out, and I will be in your...
I have a whole list of questions for that.
All the instruments you need are...
I'm surprised how tender-hearted your men are. Especially after what that band did to you and your captain. But I haven't forgotten. We'll get it out of him. The hard way, if need be.
I'm glad to hear it. You have already surprised me once or twice, so I'm interested to see if you can do it again. And if not, I shall just hang the bastard. As a warning to the others. Nevertheless, while we are dealing with nuisances, did you notice anything suspicious on my estate while I was away? Something that might put us on the trail of those scoundrels, say.
I'm afraid I can't help you there, sir. While you were away, I spent my time, hunting. And after that, I was a guest in your cellars.
That's true. And you, Henry?
A strange thing happened. Young Semine rushed off from his own wedding as soon as the ceremony was over. He left his bride there. On their wedding night. The poor girl was devastated.
Interesting. That was around the time your company was attacked, was it not?
You are right. That is truly strange coincidence. Young Olda. I don't like where this is going. But we have to uncover the truth. I hope the answers. Now, my personal bodyguard, Lord Bartosz, also known as Black Bartosz, came back from Prague with me. An outstanding swordsman, among other things. So if you want to take your mind off things or fancy, you will most likely find him at the sword fight. That is all.
What do you think about it?
Are you talking about...
What else? Seems to me you were all...
What was I supposed to do? What's more, we finally have a chance to put the... Besides, from what you said, you don't particularly mind...
You're right. In short, it's our task.
But don't get the wrong idea. I'm also hoping we'll manage...
I don't even know how to torture properly.
I don't even know how to torture badly. Us. Come on. Let's... Shit.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
God be with you. Keep the peace, and we'll stay friends.
God be with you.
New blood? Did the last two get tired?
We're not Trotsky guards.
I don't give a fuck who you are. I still won't tell you anything.
Lord von Bergov thinks otherwise.
Aye? Then all three of you can go and hold hands on your way to hell.
Ha ha! We've got a joker here. Who are you?
Nobody important.
That's for us to judge, if you wouldn't mind.
And who are you, if you're not guards?
We asked first. So answer nicely, or...
Or we'll use force.
Do as you like, yellow bellies. You'll end up just like von Bergov. On the gallows. Like all traitors. Ah! Fuck off!
This is going nowhere. You know, my friend here is a blacksmith's son. And he knows well what to do with things like...
You won't get anything out of me. Bigger men have tried. So take those tongs and shove them up your... Are you gonna slap me like a midwife slapping a baby's...
Let's do what we came to do. You can see there's no point in food. Now you're going to talk.
I'm not saying anything. Do as you will.
Someone must be in charge of everything. I want to know who.
Fuck off!
Your leader. Tell me who he is right now. If you don't tell us his name right now, we're gonna fuck you up, and believe me, we can. Remember that time we found out who was leading those bandits near Neuhof?
Yeah. That was horrible. I thought you'd gone raving mad. So much blood.
But he talked eventually, right? Even if there wasn't much left of him.
Hey, hold on, fellas. I don't know him very well. They call him Jan.
Is that it?
I really don't know nothing. I ain't been with him long. He's got good ideas, and nobody would dare to...
Why did you ambush us? Over by Rock Tower Pond.
Fuck! That was you! I knew I saw you, and I'm sorry it wasn't for...
You slaughtered a party of messengers, you goddamn monster!
In war, no one is in it. All of you on von Bergov's side deserve to die.
I'll show you.
You murdered my people, so enjoy this, you sack of shit!
Ah!
What? I'll knock the insolence out of you, you whoreson.
You filth!
What? Satisfied now?
You're not worth the effort. Somebody in the region must be helping you.
I'll tell you no more. Nothing! Go and crawl back to your von Bergov.
But you will.
Go to hell, for Christ's sake! Ah! You bastard! We've got a connection in the region, but I won't tell you more. Never!
We'll see.
No! Ah! Kurwa!
The name, see the name!
Older! Sabine!
The groom! That's why he left his own wedding.
Jesus Christ! And what about the others? Once von Berghoff finds out...
All hell will break loose! But the people from the fortress are innocent! They know nothing! If you tell him, their blood will be on your hands!
Von Berghoff isn't a madman. He'll meet justice. I think the interrogate...
We'll see what Lord von Berghoff has to say about it.
Go to hell! I pray someone will...
How do you feel?
Jesus, Henry! It looked like you were I didn't like that much, to tell the truth.
Well, we got a task and we had to carry it out.
I know, but still... I don't understand what...
He told us something, didn't he?
Well, that some fella... But what he came out with in the end about that Samine being an ally... Why, for God's sake, has Samine turned against von Berghoff? It's open rebellion.
Do you think the others in the fortress are in on it?
I hope they're innocent. But either way...
No, there's nothing to be done. We must tell von Berghoff what...
I don't think he'll be very pleased. Either way, we should go and see him as soon as possible. He's surely already waiting for it. Excuse me.
Blessings to you.
I bring news from the torture chamber.
Excellent. I will send for Burgrave Hashek.
We interrogated that captive, as you ordered, sir.
And were you able to find out anything useful?
I think you'll find some of it useful, sir.
Speak, then.
We got confirmation of what I already told you, sir. Older Semine is in league with those bandits. And he left his wedding so he could ambush you.
That madman. I will make him pay for that. And what of his father? And the people in the fortress? Have they been covering for him all this time?
I'd say it was just him. Nobody else knew about it.
Why are you so certain?
The prisoner said so. And I don't think he lied to us.
Very well.
That's all we found out.
Very well, then. In any event, the die has been cast. Hashek, get your men ready. You will go to Semine and deal with that traitor.
He won't escape punishment, sir. Lord Capon, Henry. We'll meet in the late afternoon by the stables in the upper courtyard. We won't wait for laggards, so be there on time.
What are you trying to say? That you don't feel like it?
I'm trying to say it was done last week, and there's no point doing it again.
If it's as you say it is, then you're probably right. And I'm glad you weren't afraid to pipe up.
Well, I was afraid. But doing pointless work struck me as even worse. Just so as you know, sir, I'm not afraid of work, but it has to make sense.
Glad to hear it. So go and do something sensible.
no business here.
Was that you?
Shall we ride out for Semin?
Wait, we still have to wait for Hashek. We're not going... Von Bergov is taking this all a bit too seriously, don't you?
Are you surprised?
Well, I'll wait here for Hashek. You can join...
All right. I'll wait with you.
There you are. Can we get going?
I'm ready.
I'm always ready. As many a wench will tell you.
So mount up and we'll ride out. The rest of the company will join us on the way. We've got a long haul ahead of us, so to hell with unnecessary nonsense. Let's ride.
Easy, good horse.
Young Semin conspired against our lord. We're going to get him.
Whoa!
Henry, you and Lord Capon have already been to Semin, haven't you?
Aye. In fact, I'd say I know my way around there pretty well. Why?
It's good to know the place you're going to when there could be trouble. Knowing its strengths and weaknesses. Number of men, hiding places. So, I'll be counting on you if things go wrong there.
I hope nothing goes wrong. I don't believe old Semin has joined the bandits. Can I ask you, what actually happened when they ambushed you?
You don't even want to know, boy.
I need to know. They ambushed us as well. We've got a score to settle with them too.
I meant to say, I don't want to talk about it.
Well, if you tell me, maybe we'll learn something that will help us.
I suppose you're right. Even if it is an unpleasant memory.
Trust me. I know what you're talking about.
I'll tell it to you like this, boy. I'm an old soldier. I've seen a thing or two. But this... They ambushed us from hiding. There was a terrible explosion, smoke everywhere, and they showered us with crossbow bolts and God knows what else.
Smoke?
I don't know what kind of devilment it was, but all manner of confusion broke out among our men, and they took advantage and spared no one. They killed his lordship's field surgeon, and even a maid servant on the cart. But the worst thing is, they killed young Master Albert, Sir Otto's page. I was fond of that boy.
Sorry to hear that.
He protected Lord von Burgo with his own body like a true knight. Saved him, and paid the price himself.
Not everyone has such metal.
Aye. Others would have shit themselves in his place. Only he was the son of a respectable family. And now Lord von Burgo will have to tell his father.
How did you manage to escape?
After the initial chaos, I managed to get a few men together and fight back. We had better armor, we gained a bit of advantage, and they fled.
Just like that?
Aye. It was odd. It seemed once they lost the advantage of surprise, they wouldn't risk it anymore. Or maybe they were going for von Burgo and his captain, and thought they were dead. Von Burgo, Captain Thomas, the page and the scribe were on the ground at that point.
Yeah, there's something to that. What about the prisoner?
We wounded him in the leg, so he was unable to flee with the others. He hid in the woods, but he didn't get far. They left him there. Didn't care about their own people.
Would you recognize any of them?
Damn right I would. They were masked. But if I see some bastard there with a cut-up leg or a scar on his face, it's clear they were in on it. And then there'll be hell to pay in Semin.
An eye for an eye.
A tooth for a tooth, exactly. And I intend to teach them that nicely.
They showed us no mercy at Rock Tower Pond either.
One more thing, Burgrave. Their commander. Was he a big man in armor with a mace?
Aye, a mace. And he was damn good with it. That villain is no ordinary bandit, I'll tell you.
So we had the honor of encountering the same band. And did you see another fella there? Black armor, expensive ornate sword.
I don't think so. But if he's with them, we'll get him. Fear not, lad.
There was his captain. Robard was his name. Good man. He said Justice and his mace would catch up with those bastards. I hope he was right.
You bet he was. But it'll be the two of us who catch up with them. And his very own mace.
Open the gates for Lord Burgoff's emissaries!
It's about time you also let us in.
Welcome, Hashek. To what do I owe this, somewhat late visit, gentlemen?
Such a hearty welcome. Surely you wouldn't be angry at the Burgrave of Trotsky for merely passing by?
Certainly not. Be my guests.
Just passing by, eh? I don't suppose it's lodgings for the night you're after, gents.
You're right about that. You can stuff your lodgings. I'm interested in that youngster of yours. Where's Older? Are you hiding him?
What do you mean, Hashek?
Don't play games with me. We know everything. He helped ambush Lord von Burgo's company. So where is he?
My Older? But that's...
That's a serious accusation, Hashek. Unless you've got evidence, I'd advise you and your old company to ride back to Trotsky on the double. You two, what's the meaning of this?
Hashek is speaking the truth, sir. We know your son is in league with the bandits, and that he's behind the ambush of Lord von Burgov.
And not just Lord von Burgov.
Yeah, you're mistaken, gentlemen. He was getting married when it happened.
And disappeared from the wedding, long enough before the attack.
But he...
Hand him over to us.
We're not handing anyone over. Where's your evidence?
We have a witness who confirmed that Older was mixed up in the ambush. Lord Seming, if you know anything...
I'm telling you, he had nothing to do with it.
Come now. Do you expect us to believe that?
My God, he may be hot-headed, but he never killed anyone.
Sir, no.
He's my only son, Hashek. I'll tell you where you can find that damned band. But don't take my Older from me.
Where the fuck do you think we are? In some market where you can bargain with me? Your son helped murder my people. And you expect me to let him go? Hand him over, or this place will be reduced to ashes.
You better listen to him, Lord Seming. This is a serious matter.
Do you not understand me? If you had a son, you wouldn't hand him over to the executioner either.
Keep resisting me, and I can promise he'll never make it to the executioner.
If you try anything, Hashek, I swear...
Shut your mouth, gnarly. Everyone who's with those bandits is a vile traitor. And everyone helping them as well.
Burgrave Hashek is right, Lord Semin. Your son has committed a serious crime.
And he has to pay for his deeds. If you're innocent in this, stop resisting.
So be it. Do what you must, Hashek. I will not hand Alder over to you willingly.
You've just signed your own death warrant, old man. At them! Smash these treacherous swine! And spare no one!
Protect his lordship!
To arms!
I'll show you.
I'll be done with you.
Nice strike!
Have you gone mad? All you had to do was...
They were traitors, obstructing justice. We'll can watch.
You're right. They were covering for a...
Turn the whole fortress inside out and bring...
And what should we do with the other people?
Do whatever you want with them. If Alder hears them screaming, maybe he'll come out by himself.
Hashek! You can't do this!
We'll search the fortress, and if all... But we'll do it without any more...
I'll do whatever the fuck I want and you'll obey. That's an order.
Yes, sir. Did you hear?
And don't even think of getting in my way.
You murderer! You won't get away with it.
You won't.
You murderer! You won't get away with it.
Careful.
No one anywhere. No one here. I have to go a different way. Where's he hiding?
Mercy!
I hope I find him before Hashek's men do.
Leave me alone! Stop! Not another step!
So you were hiding here?
Fuck! You! You're with them!
Are you surprised? You got mixed up in horrible things, Older. Ambushing and killing innocent people.
Innocent? You seriously think they were innocent? Puh.
Don't play holier than thou. Who do you think you are to judge?
I know von Berghoff well enough to judge him.
So that's what it's about. You're waging a private war against von Berghoff?
Von Berghoff is a swine. A great lord who changes sides at a whim.
He promised to help bring peace and order to this country.
Nonsense. Who was it that had King Wenceslas imprisoned? His League of Lords. He hides behind the law, and at the same time breaks it himself. Just like the rest of the High Lords. It's all the same scum. Von Berghoff, von Rosenberg, Kunstadt, Lichtenberg, or whatever their name. The thing that bothers me most is he got away from the ambush. One day you'll understand me, Henry. So go on. What are you waiting for? Kill me. Just like you killed my family.
No way. You were involved in killing and stealing, and you have the deaths of our people on your conscience too. You'll face punishment for that.
Go on then, punish me.
I'm no executioner. You'll be punished by others.
If you give me up, you'll be signing my death warrant just the same.
That's not my concern. We're done here. I'm going for Hashek.
Well now, I must say you pleasantly surprised me. I had some doubts about you, so I came to check on you. I'm glad you refused to listen to this treacherous filth. That I don't have to punish you on the spot.
What happens now? Will we take him to Trotsky?
To Trotsky? This bastard doesn't deserve a trial.
You swine!
But... hey, Lord von Berghoff needs more information.
Older's father told me that rabble is hiding out in Nabokov. He wanted to trade that information for the life of his son. The fool.
You'll burn in hell, Hashek!
This fortress will be reduced to ashes, as a warning to anyone who would stand against Lord von Berghoff. And this one can stay here. There's no escape for him anyway.
We should ride back. Report this to von Berghoff.
Go!
Henry, I know it's not your fault, but I don't know if it was right.
And what were we to do? It was a hopeless situation.
I don't know, but all those people. Not long ago we were dancing with them at the wedding, and now, well, at least von Berghoff ought to be satisfied.
God!
Henry, I know it's not your fault, but
God!
Henry, I know it's not your fault, but Henry, I know it's not your fault, but I don't know if it was right.
God! Quick!
Whoa!
God! Go!
Everything all right, eh?
Christ's wounds, mind where you're going. Careful.
careful. It's not...
We're back from Semin, sir.
About time, too. We will talk about everything in my chamber. Let's go.
Sir, we've returned.
We're back from Semin, sir.
You all look satisfied. What did you discover, Lord Capon?
We found out that Alder was working with the outlaws the whole time, and left his wedding feast to ambush you along with them.
We wanted to arrest that rebel, but his father, Jan, wouldn't give him up peacefully. Unfortunately.
When it was all over, we searched the fortress and found Alder wounded.
Well, at least something. I hope you have brought him.
The Burgrave gave orders to kill him, sir. Just like his father.
What? You were just supposed to arrest him, nothing more!
But sir, he was dangerous.
Silence! What happened next?
Afterwards, we torched the fortress, as a lesson to anyone who tries to stand against you.
I hope someone disclosed where those outlaws are hiding.
Yes, fortunately. They've apparently occupied Nabokov.
Nabokov? The very same Nabokov where I sent you to gather information?
They must have fooled us perfectly, sir.
Pernicious swine. Oh well. We will soon catch that vermin. That will be all for now. I will discuss the steps we shall take against Nabokov with Hashek and the Chamberlain. I will announce my plan to all my vassals and allies at the evening feast. I will be expecting you both.
Of course, sir. I need to clear my head for a while. Come for me in the evening so we can go together.
Careful.
Do you know when von Burgov plans to attack Nabokov?
I'm not a soothsayer. I don't know any more than you, Henry. I reckon he'll announce his plan to his vassals.
What can we do in the meantime?
Wait? What else? Try to amuse ourselves? Come and pick me up this evening, before the bank.
I was glad to be of help to you, good sir. Great! Happy to be of service. Take care, sir. I'm glad you found what you were looking for, sir.
Keep close to the others. It's not safe here.
God bless.
Greetings to you too.
Better watch out for me, got it?
I'm not doing anything. You're doing a great job keeping watch.
You'd better believe it.
What would you like, sir?
I'd like to use your service.
What'll it be this time?
I'd like to get to know one of your pretty bathmates.
Excellent. Pay up, and we can get started.
I'll gladly pay you.
You certainly won't regret it. My baths are first class. Phew. I always get hungry after a fuck like that. I'll go and find something to eat.
You've come just at the right time.
It looks like we'll eat and drink our fill before going in.
It'll be mostly a lot of pointless small talk.
You're not looking forward to the feast?
I'm fed up with this waiting. I'd rather set out right now, and above all, I want to put that lying fraud from Nabokov in irons.
That makes two of us. We'll get him. Don't worry. I'm sure Von...
I hope so.
What's wrong? You seem like you're in a strange mood.
Are you surprised?
It's appalling what happened at...
Does that mean you're regretting your decision?
I thought I was doing the right thing.
True. I feel like I've walked through deep shit, and whatever the rights and wrongs of it, I won't forget that.
I understand. But let's drop...
You're right. Let's go, before all that's...
Lord Capon and his page. At last.
Good evening, friends. Join us, please, and sample what our kitchen has to offer. Wench, pour Lord Capon some wine.
We have excellent Hungarian wine, sir.
Thank you. I won't say no. I'll be glad to drink to our upcoming victory over that rabble from Nabokov, and perhaps to an alliance against other such saboteurs throughout the kingdom of Bohemia.
Well said. Just what I like to hear. What do you say to that, Ulrich?
It is certainly gratifying to hear a young lord expressing such concern for our country's fate.
True. It is admirable that you are determined not to betray your Uncle Hanush's trust. Our agreement stands, of course. But I'd like to remind all of you here that politics is mainly about making the right compromises, not hasty decisions.
We have the same interests, Sir Otto. We'll be happy to help you deal with those criminals at Nebokov. And let's hope that our cooperation doesn't end there. You know better than anyone how many similar bands plague our kingdom.
Well said. It seems Hanush and Rezig have an eye for capable and eloquent servants. As soon as we are finished with that rebel, I shall write a reply to your letter. But now to the business at hand, my friends. We discussed this long and hard, but we came to the conclusion that the best thing would be to catch them by surprise. And for that reason, we will set out for Nebokov at the crack of dawn tomorrow.
And we will string up the insolent...
More wine, Lord Chamberlain?
No, thank you. The Lord Chamberlain...
What? Sorry, sir. But did you say we'll be under Ulrich's command?
Who else? My captain is injured, and I am expecting an important visit. Unfortunate.
Aha. And may I know what the Lord...
Of course you may. We'll pass through the Trotsky Gorge early in the morning. A quick charge will get us over the palisade, and we'll catch that rabble by surprise.
I'm sorry, sir. But isn't that kind of
risky? Peasants with pitchforks could handle that rabble. Have no fear, Lord Cape.
Well, that wouldn't be my plan.
Sorry, sir, but I think my lord here has more experience of soul. He fought with valor during the conquest of Pribyslavitz and the siege of Talmberg.
I have no doubt Lord Capon is very experienced for someone his age. You're not offended, I hope.
Oh, perish the thought.
It's thanks to the Lord Chamberlain that this
My friend, send your servant to the smithy for armor and to see...
Catherine, sir.
To see Catherine for wine for the journey. Will be so kind and get me another pitcher of the Hungarian wine, will you?
As you wish. Just a...
I promise, sir, that this will be my last wine today. The next wine I drink will be to celebrate our victory.
Your health, then, gentlemen. Eat, drink, and be merry. But don't overdo it. Tomorrow, I expect you to display your knightly valor for our rightful...
Anything else you need?
I'd like to speak to Sir Otto.
Certainly. What is it?
I see you know how to enjoy a feast, my friend.
Ah, you must be that Henry from the Lord of Lipa, eh?
Aberhard, something not to his liking?
I heard some...
You spoke to him, then?
And even to his uncle.
Yeah.
But he didn't.
His lord was almost hanged because of...
So the escheat will be decided by the
have a
court.
drink with
And
us.
Smil Flashka sits on the bench.
Exactly. Our incorruptible scribblers.
Thank God the provincial authorities are
aber
not
sieh dich
run
vor.
by idiots. For some
Here,
time
handles
now,
Lord Capel's
At least not all of them.
that makes me wonder all the more why
I
you've
see
invited
you
that
know how to
proud
enjoy a
peacock
feast,
here.
my friend.
Because wheels have started to turn. Or do you think Margrave Jobst is the only man who senses anything?
I suppose he doesn't want
I
company.
see. What does Prague have to say about that?
Prague is buzzing like a beehive. The burghers are growing increasingly bold.
Bloody merchants, prostrating themselves before the king just to get noble titles.
There are two sides to every coin. Which is why I will not be taking part in the attack tomorrow.
Have no fear, my lord. That little matter won't give us any trouble.
Get on with it then. Don't make us beg.
You look like you're as drunk as a lord. Where did you get so wasted? You look like you're as drunk as a lord. Where did you get so wasted?
Poor Captain Thomas. He's over the worst, but he'll be bedridden for a while yet.
I appreciate what he did. And a good servant is worth his weight in gold. Isn't that so?
Of course. But if I may say so, otherwise, the world is overrun with fools these days. Poor Captain Thomas. He's over the worst, but he'll be bedridden for a while yet.
I appreciate what he did. And a good servant is worth his weight in gold. Isn't that so?
Of course. But if I may say so, otherwise, the world is overrun with fools these days.
You look like you're as drunk as a lord. Where did you get so wasted?
You don't have to worry about those cutthroats in the Barkov. God willing, we'll rescue old Yaramira as well.
Bring me their leader alive. That is the main thing. I have a few important questions.
Don't worry, he'll sing like a bird. I've already sent the Yachin for the executioner. He may be a dreadful butcher, but he's a master of his trade. Poor Captain Thomas. He's over the worst, but he'll be bedridden for a while yet.
I appreciate what he did. And a good servant is worth his weight in gold. Isn't that so?
Of course. But if I may say so, otherwise, the world is overrun with fools these days.
My God, what a feast!
You can tell the quality of a lord by his cooking. Or is it the other way around?
Poor Captain Thomas.
And the pipes and a
He's
dozen
over the
eels
worst,
came
but he'll
from
be
us.
bedridden for a while yet.
I appreciate what he did. And a good servant is worth his weight in gold. Isn't that so?
Of course. But if I may say so, otherwise, the world is overrun with fools these days.
That deserves a toast. To Lord von Bergo!
You spoke to him then?
And even to his uncle. But he didn't want to hear.
So the escheat will be decided by the court, and Smil Flashka sits on the bench.
Exactly. Our incorruptible scribblers.
Thank God the provincial authorities are not run by idiots. For some time now.
At least not all of them.
That makes me wonder all the more why you've invited that proud peacock here.
Because wheels have started to turn. Or do you think Margrave Yops is the only man who senses an approach?
I see. What does Prague have to say about that?
Prague is buzzing like a beehive. The burghers are growing increasingly bold.
Bloody merchants prostrating themselves before the king just to get noble titles.
There are two sides to everything. Which is why I will not be taking part in the attack tomorrow.
Have no fear, my lord. That little matter won't give us any trouble.
And who doesn't need a lawyer, eh?
You spoke to him then?
And even to his uncle. But he didn't want to.
So the escheat will be decided by the court, and Smil Flashka sits on the
Death
bench.
is the wages of sin, unless you put the court
Our
on it.
incorruptible scribblers.
Thank God the provincial authorities are not run by idiots. For some time now.
At least not all of them.
That makes me wonder all the more why you've invited that proud peacock here.
Because wheels have started to turn. Or do you think Margrave Yops is the only man who senses an opportunity?
I see. What does Prague have to say about that?
Prague is buzzing like a beehive. The burghers are growing increasingly bold.
Bloody merchants prostrating themselves before the king just to get noble titles.
There are two sides to every coin. Which is why I will not be taking part in the attack tomorrow.
Have no fear, my lord. That little matter won't give us any trouble. You don't have to worry about those cutthroats in the Barkov. God willing, we'll rescue old Yaramira as well.
Bring me their leader alive. That is the main thing. I have a few important questions.
Don't worry, he'll sing like a bird. I've already sent to Yachin for the executioner. He may be a dreadful butcher, but he's a master of his trade. Poor Captain Thomas. He's over the worst, but he'll be bedridden for a while yet.
I appreciate what he did. And a good servant is worth his weight in gold. Isn't that so?
Of course. But if I may say so, otherwise, the world is overrun with fools these days. Poor Captain Thomas. He's over the worst, but he'll be bedridden for a while yet.
I appreciate what he did for me. And a good servant is worth his weight in gold. Isn't that so?
Of course. But if I may say so, otherwise, the world is overrun with fools these days. You don't have to worry about those cutthroats in the Barkov. God willing, we'll rescue old Yaramira as well.
Bring me their leader alive. That is the main thing. I have a few important questions.
Don't worry, he'll sing like a bird. I've already sent to Yachin for the executioner. He may be a dreadful butcher, but he's a master of his trade. Poor Captain Thomas. He's over the worst, but he'll be bedridden for a while yet.
I appreciate what he did for me. And a good servant is worth his weight in gold. Isn't that so?
Of course. But if I may say so, otherwise, the world is overrun with fools these days. Poor Captain Thomas. He's over the worst, but he'll be bedridden for a while yet.
I appreciate what he did for me. And a good servant is worth his weight in gold. Isn't that so?
Of course. But if I may say so, otherwise, the world is overrun with fools these days. You spoke to him then?
And even to his uncle. But he didn't want to hear.
So the escheat will be decided by the court, and Smill Flashgas sits on the bench.
Exactly. Our incorruptible scribbler Smith.
Thank God the provincial authorities are not run by idiots. For some time now.
At least not all of them.
That makes me wonder all the more why you've invited that Prague peacock here.
Because wheels have started to turn. Or do you think Margrave Jobst is the only man who sends his senator?
I see. What does Prague have to say about that?
Tell the quality of a lord by his
Prague is buzzing like a beehive. Burghers are growing increasingly bold.
Bloody merchants, prostrating themselves before the king just to get noble titles.
There are two sides to everything. Which is why I will not be taking part in the attack tomorrow.
Have no fear, my lord. That little matter won't give us any trouble.
Let me serve the toast to Lord von Bergo.
You don't have to worry about those cutthroats in the Barkov. God willing, we'll rescue old Yarmira as well.
Bring me their leader alive. That is the mandate. I have a few important questions.
Don't worry, he'll sing like a bird. I've already sent to Yachin for the executioner. He may be a dreadful butcher, but he's a master of his trade.
Just plundering till there's nothing left.
You don't have to worry about those cutthroats in the Barkov. God willing, we'll rescue old Yarmira as well.
Bring me their leader alive. That is the mandate. I have a few important questions.
Don't worry, he'll sing like a bird. I've already sent to Yachin for the executioner. He may be a dreadful butcher, but he's a master of his trade.
That's the long story about the young god.
Death is the wages of sin unless you put the coins in it.
On the contrary, it's about the gardener's goodwill. This kind-hearted